My talk is going to be on silence. Everybody here has heard the adage, silence is golden. Or you've heard people say, if you can't say something nice, just don't say anything at all. And we tend to think of silence as not speaking. But the dictionary, if you just go online and Google silence, you get the first thing that comes up says, making little or no noise, quiet, calm. And I would like to speak on being quiet and being calm and being in silence and being alone with our thoughts and getting to know ourselves. Now, how many of you, when you first get in the car, the first thing you do is turn on the radio? How about when you get home? Do you get home and turn on the TV just to have something, or the radio or Pandora or whatever, just to have some background noise? And I think the majority of people do things like that because they feel an angst about having to have it quiet and having to be alone with their thoughts. And I propose that it is actually very necessary for us to actually be alone with our thoughts. And the reason for this is because it helps us to get to know ourselves. If you are quiet, if you are alone with your thoughts, and you get over that hump, that uncomfortable feeling that you first get, you end up thinking about, what do I want in life? You get to think about, how do I get that? Do I want to go to Europe? If I want to go to Europe and I need to raise some money to go to Europe, do I want to spend that money on that iPhone 6? Obviously, you start thinking then about the different steps that you need to take to actually get to where you want to go. A lot of people don't think about how to get where they want to go. They have an idea of where they want to be, but they do not take the time to actually do what it takes because they don't know how to do what it takes. They don't know how to think about how to get there because they don't know how to think. And why don't they know how to think? Because they never have to think. They're always being entertained. They're always being distracted. They're always being distracted. I think that if we take that distraction away and spend time being alone with our thoughts and thinking about where we want to be and where we need to go, we learn to think logically, we learn to organize our thoughts, and we learn to steer away from a lot of the material trappings that the world has around us that are really not necessities. It makes you prioritize where you want to, what you need to do to actually go where you're going. Now, how do you go around making these thoughts go the way you want them to go? How do you be alone with your thoughts? A lot of people get so disconcerted at the fact that they actually have to be quiet. Oh my gosh. And I think that there's many ways. You could try meditation. You could try yoga. Mindfulness. There's all kinds of books out there. You could try prayer. If you're Catholic, you could pick up a rosary. You could do a lot of different things. And it doesn't have to be a religious connotation, but just a stillness of your mind, of your soul, of your heart, so that you could actually think about your direction. I think once a lot of people feel so uncomfortable, like I said before, because they want to be entertained. They are bored. They do not know how to be without being entertained. And we have to ask ourselves, if you're one of these people, why is that? Why do we need to be entertained all the time? Why must I have sensory stimulation all the time? And I think that that's just a way that we use to avoid being quiet, avoid being in silence and avoid doing what we need to do to actually face our lives and face ourselves and face what we need to do and what we can do. I propose that if we try at least 15 minutes of calming ourselves and getting away from all the crazy thoughts that we need to do, all the, a paper that's due and the final that's coming and the radio that's going and YouTube or whatever, that we will then achieve heights that are higher than anything that you could possibly imagine, because you will learn logic, you will learn organization, you will learn who you are. And if you have that, then you can have relationships that are deep with other people. If you don't know who you truly are, you cannot expect yourself to be able to give yourself to someone fully or have realistic expectations from others. So by being silent and by being quiet, I suggest that you try it and that you will see what a great person you can be. That's it.